What is the worst thing you did in high school that your parents likely don't know about?
Don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, I have one.
Okay, you first.
What if my parents watch this podcast?
Do they watch it? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. So I did something. I don't care about telling the story because I think it teaches a lesson. However, obviously I'm not encouraging doing this. I was incredibly stupid when I was 15. I mean, like, we all look back thinking that we made stupid
We
decisions.
did some stupid things.
Of course we did. But for some dumb reason that makes no sense, I thought it would be fun to get addicted to cigarettes. I don't know why. And I thought
Okay,
about
so you
this.
did go through a rebellious phase.
Yes, except I wasn't doing it to piss off my parents because I never told them. And I didn't even do it with friends. Smoking was like a social activity at the time, like just smoking cigarettes. And I wouldn't even do it with friends. I literally bought a pack off my friend and then took it by myself to the park and was doing an experiment to see how many cigarettes do I need to smoke to feel like I'm addicted. There was like some weird scientist in me, Cristine the science queen, just wanted to know how many to get addicted because I was always told that like, oh, don't take one cigarette, you're going to get addicted. So I was trying to prove maybe that I wouldn't because intelligence. So I did it and I got so sick of smoking by myself 4 in a row that I literally like I wanted to throw up and it's gross and I never smoked again.
So good.
Good.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so you were kind of rebellious in like I'm gonna prove people wrong and do bad things kind of.
Yeah, except I didn't tell anyone this. I did it in secret, which also doesn't make sense.
Honestly, it's really sad. I get sad when I hear about
sorry,
your high
man.
school stories.
It's simply not logical. Like, what was I doing?
Yeah, just PSA, smoking is gross and terrible for you.
It is disgusting.
I don't think we need to really say that.
But it was so disgusting that I couldn't even, and I was trying to like it and I didn't because it was that disgusting.
Okay. I mean, you shared something bad you did, so maybe I will too. And
Yes.
again, I'm not
Tell
saying
us,
this in...
Let's get you in trouble.
If I laugh at this now, it's just because it's many years later and I do feel bad about it. But when it was towards the end of high school, my parents kind of know about this because we got caught, but our school did I think they called it a car rally. It was basically a scavenger hunt. And it's just like, it's almost the end of the year. Let's do something crazy, graduating class kind of prank kind of thing. So there were like things like you had to check off this list and do. And some of them were like, get a picture of you with a cop or get a picture of you swimming in the canal, which is like a really gross, like man-made river in the middle of Ottawa that like you wouldn't want to be in. So there were some like more innocuous things on the list. And I stuck to those in the group of friends who I did it with. But there were a few things on that list that were illegal.
Bad.
Like one of them was, our high school was right beside City Hall. And it was around the time of Tulip Festival, I guess, which is a thing in Ottawa. And there were just a bunch of like artists had like drawn tulips or like there were like these ceramic tulip sculptures. And I think people just thought it was like some nothing like art installation and didn't think too much about it. But one of the things on the list was take one of those tulips. And a few people did. And the next day or like 2 days later, we opened the newspaper and there's an article saying like mastermind thieves steal tulips that were like to be auctioned off for charity.
Bad.
And all of us were like fuck. Yeah, so I did not take a tulip.
Wait, your parents don't know about this?
So they don't really know what happened, but they know I got in trouble. And like we literally, me and everyone involved in it ended up having to do like volunteering at, like I had to volunteer at, or like, I guess it's almost community service. Not that it was handled by like police or anything like that, but like I had to help out at a tulip festival to like make reparations for it. But I just remember opening the paper and being like described like our group.
It's the
It's like
Ottawa
criminal
way.
masterminds or something.
The Ottawa way of dealing with justice. You had to help out at the next Tulip Festival for your actions.
Yeah. So just to be clear, I'm not admitting to doing anything illegal, and I didn't. But yeah, that was a pretty terrible thing.
Yeah. Kids do stupid things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're going to do dumb stuff in high school. Hopefully not that dumb.
Yeah, like the stories we just shared, I try not to beat myself up, for the things I did when I was young, because I think in hindsight, I absolutely learned good lessons from it, and I can kind of rationalize my behavior by my lack of maturity at the time. And I imagine you can do the same.
Yeah, and we're not telling these stories to like glorify them or make light
No.
of them,
They're human experiences that I think a lot of people have as young people.
Yeah, and hopefully you learn from them.
Yeah, and become better humans.